All right. Enough of that, I suppose. Okay. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. Fixing these windows, I can't understand why they turn to gray all the time. Something to do with graphics, drivers, and such. Well, if I can't get it, I can't get it. For the love of Pete. Da 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 da. Well, I give up. I'll switch every now and I don't know why that works. Alright, fine. The way you did once upon a dream. Thanks, Laura. Bit of delay, I imagine, but it's all good. Okay. Gonna just warm up and, I suppose, paint this bush. If I have a similar one, though, I might as well just copy and paste it, right? Right. So, let's do that. I don't remember where anything is. Bush interior, great. Let's do that. That'll do. But if I you, I know what you do. You'll merge these at once, the way you did once. Why is this freaking out? I think there's a light issue. You know what? I don't need all these right away. I think I should probably just build this up again, honestly. Yeah. I've learned enough sense this. So, bup, bup, bup. How are these configured? So use I can get from over there. But the rest is just kind of big, random, of some form of density. But if I know you, I know what you do, and you love me at once. The way. Just getting a little bit of a pushy feel. And this time, try not to care so much about the draw calls, because it turns out if I just go and collapse everything at the end, it it says right there to merge layers where possible, but how much it affected it, I did not realize. So this plus other stuff got brought down to like 5 draw calls when I merged it with no perceptual loss of fidelity. So screw it. Alright. Get all this. And now for a little random selection. A little random deselection. Get some color variation in there, but just building up some visual texture. What's great about Eyvind Earle's work, and why I decided to try to take the overly long approach of translating his work, I suppose, to VR, is that for a lot of his foliage and such, it's really just a layering of very simple shapes. I mean, I suppose it's the same for anything, but it's almost like he used stencils. And that works just fine for a sort of copy and pasting of brush strokes I've been doing here. Okay. Now what to do? I think take this, shrink, distort it a bit. Thicken a bit. And then shade it a really dark color from here. You know what? Black is fine. And we're getting some of that Eyvind Earle look, aren't we? Yes. Shoot. And that's kind of the start. It ain't perfect, but let's play with a little bit. No. Play with a little bit of color highlights. Now, a thing I need to decide here is if I really want it to look good from all directions. Because I could just have it be fixed. A fixed point of view. And, not worry about how things look behind. And for some of it, I will, for sure. Because I don't... What I'm thinking, though, is I'll have one visual frame of shot, so to speak. I'm gonna have to adjust this, but right where you would look into the scene, using this image as the reference, which is what I've been using for having it say maybe fade to reveal the scene, which I think would be cool. Alternatively, or in addition, since I can define multiple shots and even animated shots, I'm thinking of the idea of where Aurora, as far as I know, I'll need to double check the movie, but it's only Aurora interacts with the scene, even though I got an example with Philippe, or whatever his name is, Prince Philip. I have this example of Prince Philip here on his horse. But this was just a production cell that they put on a print of the background. This was from Heritage Auctions, and I downloaded it. And the scale doesn't work because Aurora walks through, and yeah, she's like, her head comes up to here on the tree. She's picks berries at that bush, and she has to bend down to it. Note to self: make those berries more red. So the scale of him and Aurora don't quite work. But I'll have to double check. Maybe he's there later. I don't think they're ever in this shot at the same time ever. Anywho. But I was thinking of having for fun, like, I'm not going to animate her because that'd be nuts at this point. But the camera motion follows the same path she does. So you come in, see the berries, see the tree, walk in here, look at the tree, exit. Of course, to scale how she would move through the space. So. Obviously much smoother than this, because I can just... And if I do that, then, well, I need to... The heck is going on here? I need to make the assets look better from different angles. More so, at least. They're, for the most part, okay. Anywho. I've removed the chonky tree for now, because I really think I'm just going to redo it. It's been my nemesis. This Chonk. And he's not even supposed to be that big. But I could move him in for now. Alright. Back to this. I can see people's responses, so I know I've been normally doing these completely without audio, so that's to be expected. But if anyone has questions, feel free to type them, and I can see them. But I think there's only like one person viewing, and that's probably me. It's alright. Just talking into the void. I'm doing this selection technique, if you could call it that, so that I can select more individual assets, items, leaves, etc. In fact, so I can get some more variation, so it doesn't look completely cookie cutter. Do a little scaling, what have you. Unfortunately, since I selected a bunch, it's going to scale them all, which I actually don't want. So I'll have to isolate the regions. But more importantly, I can paint. Get some more. Now, I know you're supposed to paint each thing with intention, but this is hard. Okay. That's probably enough. I think I can just get another. And I'm not sure if I'll want to do it this way, but we'll see. Just kind of, yeah, it definitely looks kind of different on one side than the other. That's fine. And look, I'm already. Oh, shoot. Shoot. I did not. So something I've been very concerned about is to keep the resolution of everything low so that I can fit a bunch of stuff into the scene. I did not. I intend to make the asset, like a leaf, optimize it before I start repeating it, and then kind of. So I just have like a low asset from the beginning, so that when I like grab and distort things, anyway, it seems fine. Well, it looks like this bush didn't really matter. But again, I shouldn't be worrying too much about this because I did a test and I was able to bring something right on the line down to 5 draw calls. So try to ignore that, but it's just making me nervous. Okay. I'm going to just go, whoop, cheat. And just do like a little a little bit of variation, so it doesn't look too cookie cutter. Alright, and that is the base of a happy little bush. Nope. This is the draw call view. Kind of like reminds me of the movie Predator. It's kind of like those sci-fi views. But the more orange-red parts indicate higher, I think just higher draw calls in general. Some sort of like each pixel represents how much work relative to the rest of the scene the computer's doing. I think. Be weird if that's just cycle through render nodes. Yeah. Anyway, this also gives me a view of like geometry, how dense things are, and this is normal. Okay. And while I'm at it, I wanted a little bit of organic feel to the interior, but I don't need it any particular resolution. I just needed it to not be completely uniform. So that's an optimization. And that apparently alone was enough to bring down a few draw calls. Cool beans. Oh, hello, 3 people. Again, I can actually see messages and respond to them. So, both in Facebook and Twitch. I have no idea if there's anything on YouTube, but it should show up in my little chat box. Okay. So what's next for this little bush? I'm going to get rid of that height ref for now. She's apparently the tallest of the classic Disney princesses, according to people. She's supposed to be 5'6", though the actress, the model that they recorded for her, because back then, and they still have done, they'll record like all the scenes, and they don't use it like rotoscope style, unlike in say Snow White, where they definitely did that. But they'll use it as a reference for establishing the scene. But the actress and model was 5'4", but Aurora is supposed to be 5'6", so I used that. Made a little height chart, and I placed that in the scene so I can get the scale of things hopefully correct. Because I just kind of did it from one view, one crop of the scene, and now I'm like paying the piper by having to kind of readjust things, but it's a learning process. Anywho, cool. So this then also includes some vines, which I'm just going to grab from somewhere else, like the bush right behind it, and a little bit of these kind of spidery guys, which I also have somewhere. Yep. These guys should work just fine. So, in fact, I think they're just the same straight up color. And they're not exactly the same as these. And maybe I should redraw them. But as you can see, I'm spending way too much time on just every little dang thing. So, I believe you're in something like right. Blammo. Cool. And I got them all separated. So you're apparently on new layer 1, which is great. Just peachy. Oh, they do have kind of 2. Alright, I'm just adjusting this. Getting there. Unfortunately, I have this like point and this like squared off look to them that I don't love, but I should just redraw them. I know they're pretty low res. And again, I don't think anyone's going to be looking specifically at this guy very closely. Though, of course, now that I said that, someone's going to remind me. Make you a little thinner. Cool, you look fine. And since it's on this dumb layer, I actually have to move you somewhere else. A new layer. Spider. Leaf. Should be leaves, but whatever. And bring down to foreground bush. Wish you could. There may be a way, drag and drop it, but whatevers. And then first, kind of redo the color. I like so. Kind of get some more egregious geometry out of the way and shrink. Looks like a face hugger from Alien a little bit. I'm sure that's what he was going for. They probably are inverted. So let's just do that. Or maybe they're not. You know what? I have no idea. So, it's just so they don't make a weird ass profile. Just do something like this. And I don't know. They're kind of like distributed haphazardly, so do the same. And that means I should do a little on this side. Again, I'll just probably go in and adjust later. And get some variation. Oh, look. Get some. Come on. So you get a little of that purpley in. And because get a little bit of that green in there too. So they're not so vibrant. And look, little spider things. Now for the vines. Papaya. Again, I'm going to steal it from this. I might call them ferns. And I did. Are they ferns? Yes, they are. Should I get... Get you over here. Kind of softer, bigger one. Or whatever. And you are also getting moved to a new layer. And you're getting moved. And as you can see, this stem, I suppose, is having a hard time distorting because of how low geometry it is. And again, triangles doesn't seem to be too much of my problem. But still need to be conservative with regards to that. And look, finds. Excellent. And for good measure, copy, shrink. Have them go there. Get you out. Shrink you some more. And look, foliage. Anything else of note? Get some more ferns over here. Gotta love ferns. Just I love ferns. Okay. Not viewing this at the best angle, but we got these kind of like clusters of 4. Well, I got just some rounder ones. Let me look here if I had any sort of rounder things. Oh, these are okay. Everything's kind of so minified. These look like alien things. I don't see anything I really care for. So, make a make some little leaves, some happy little leaves. And I really just kind of want to, for the most part, have them round. I do need to be a little higher res to keep that chalk. Okay, a little curve, then a little variation of the color. And let's see how much I can optimize it. And you know what? That's good enough. They kind of have these little clusters. Not that much. Do a little twist. Kind of interesting. Get a little different color. Cool. And just a little variation. Scarpapa. I think my camera timed out or something. Well, ain't that just the way? Not really sure what that's about. Seems to be on. Something just broke. Whatever. Fine. You don't get to see my ugly mug. Cool. Yeah, and they had a little variety, and now I just want to do these guys. Make them a little pointed. Make them a little thick at the end. Cool. Twist them a bit. Distort them a bit. Make them. Boop, 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 boop. Again with the little bit of color variation. A little bit of color there. Get some down there. Make a bigger one there. Kind of hidden around. There, there, there. Just having fun. Okay. And that might be it. Simply because if it's too busy, I think it'll distract from the one behind it. So, saved. Still basically whatever it was, doesn't really matter. This is the one that you should be more concerned about. And I'm only halfway there. Okay. Let's see. And I'll, have the things surrounding it not be so contrasty, but there's a tree there. Rather, there's a tree there I need to do. Well, that's that. That's it for now. Later.